Good morning, everyone. Good
Good
morning.
morning, ma'am.
Good
I,
morning, ma'am.
good morning. I hope everybody had typed present in the chat box with the name. Those who have
Yes,
entered
ma'am.
the class, those who have joined the class, please, if you have not typed present, please type present in the chat box. Today we are going to start with the new lesson, that is lesson number 1 of civics. What is democracy and why democracy? Now, the word democracy, I hope it is not new for you. You are in ninth standard, and I hope this word democracy is not new to you, and you know the meaning of the word democracy. इतना तो मैं expect कर सकती हूँ कि everybody knows the meaning of democracy. What is
Yes, ma'am.
democracy? Yes. Can anybody tell
Yes,
me what is democracy?
Democracy is a
Ma'am,
pattern of
democracy is a
government in
man
which people elect their
for elected the
representatives.
representatives.
Very good. Very good. Exactly the same. Democracy is a form of government. Democracy is what? It is a form of government where rulers are elected by the people. People choose the representatives to form the democratic form of government. So it is a democracy is a form of government. Now, what is democracy? The lesson name is what is democracy and why democracy? Why there should be the democratic form of government? Why mostly people prefer the democratic form of government? So we are going to understand these two main important questions in this lesson. So what is democracy first? Should we begin? Everybody is having the book in front of you with the pencil in your hands.
yes,
Okay, fine.
yes, ma'am.
Now, you have already read about different forms of government. You have already read about different forms of government. Now, different forms of government means apart from democratic form of government, what other forms of government are there? Can anybody tell me? What other forms of government are there?
Monarchy,
Very good. Monarchy, dictatorship. These are the other forms of government. Dictatorship also, when military rule is there, then the person, the commander, military commander becomes a dictator. He frames his own rules and regulations and all. So this is also another form of government. So on the basis of your understanding of democracy so far, mentioning a few examples, write down some common features of. Now, as just now I had asked what is democracy, and I hope everybody is clear about the meaning of democracy. What do you mean by democracy? Now, can anybody tell me, or not all, but few features, common features, which a democratic government has? Few features. Now, which government? How can you say that this is a democratic form of government? What type of features you will see in a particular government, and you can state that yes, this is a democratic government? Which common features you can see? Yes,
Ma'am, laws and regulations.
yes, rules and
elections,
huh?
elections,
Yes, elections are there. Then next,
Ma'am, equality.
equality is there. Yes, equal before law. Then one of the most important feature.
Of
Yes,
human
huh?
protection, human rights.
Yes, universal adult franchise. That is right to vote. है ना? Universal adult franchise. Then anything else? Any other common feature which you are remembering?
courts,
Courts, judicial order, and all that is yes. Then major decisions are taken by whom? Major decisions are taken by
constitution,
major decisions are taken by constitution is the set of rules and regulations we know, but major decisions are taken by the elected leaders who represent us, है ना? Elected leaders. So these are some of the common features of a democratic form of government. And non-democratic, the same if we'll say against the against it. That is government in which equality before law is not there, universal adult franchise is not there, major decisions are in the hands of one single particular person only, and free and fair elections are not there. So this is a type of non-democratic government. So I hope till here it is clear. Democratic and non-democratic form of governments features.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, why to define democracy? The question arises that now you know what is democracy, you know what are the common features of a democratic. You have just now differentiated between a democratic and non-democratic government. Now, why we have, why it is important to define a democracy, why it is important to give a proper definition to the democratic form of government. Now, before we proceed further, let us first take note of an objection by Mary. She does not like this way of defining democracy and wants to ask some basic questions. Her teacher, Matilda Langdor, responds to her questions as other classmates joins the discussion. Now, before the proceeding of the lesson, this is the objection by Mary. Now, this is the discussion. Now, the coming paragraphs are the discussion, or we can say conversation between a teacher and the students. The teacher and students are discussing on the means on democratic on the topic democracy. Clear? This is a classroom scene, and the uh, teacher name is Matilda, and the uh, students, they are having discussion on the topic democracy. And for that, Mary is saying, Mary is one of the student. She is not she does not like the way of defining democracy, and she wants to ask few questions to the ma'am. Mary, ma'am, I don't like this idea. First, we spend time discussing democracy, and then we want to find out the meaning of democracy. Now, Mary is saying that she doesn't like this idea. What type of idea? That first of all, they had discussed about democracy, the common features and all, and then now they are coming to the definition of democracy. So, this idea, Mary is not at all agreeing on this idea. I mean, logically, shouldn't we have approached it the other way around? Shouldn't the meaning have come first and then the example? Now, Mary is giving her opinion that uh, instead of discussing about democracy, what type of democracy, what nature, features, and all characteristics and all, should we not first of all come to the meaning of the मीनिंग ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी मीन सबसे पहले हमें क्या उसको डेमोक्रेसी को डिफाइन नहीं करना चाहिए था देन वी शुड कम ऑन द other parts that is about the features or about the differentiation with other governments. Linked that is madam, madam is saying that I can see your point, but that is not how we reason in everyday life. Madam is saying that yes, I can see your point that we should have first the definition and then we should come to the other parts of the other points of the particular word. But that is not the not we reason everyday means everyday life में ये चीज नहीं होती है because we use words. Now example, madam is giving the example that we use words like pen, rain, or love. Do we wait to have a definition of these words before you use them? Means we just madam is giving an example that it is not particular that we should have a particular definition of the word, then only we will have a discussion on that, or then only we will use that particular word. Because for example, she is telling that pen, rain, and love, like these words, common words, when you are using these common words, you are not waiting to define the words first and then you are using in everyday life. मीन्स आप पहले पेन, जैसे आपको पेन गिव मी द पेन, आप अपने फ्रेंड से पेन मांग रहे हैं तो फर्स्ट आप उसको डिफाइन नहीं करें कि ये पेन मीन्स द थिंग्स टू राइट, टू नोट इट डाउन इन द रफ नोटबुक, ये डेफिनाइन उसको पूरे पर्टिकुलर डिफाइन नहीं करें, जस्ट यू आर आस्किंग गिव मी द pen. So madam is explaining to Mary that in everyday life it doesn't happen that when you use a particular word it is necessary to define that particular word daily. It is only by using a word that we understand its meaning. हम सिर्फ एक particular word बोलते हैं and we have in our mind the particular meaning of that word set in our mind. So in our mindset it is there that जैसे ही हमने pen बोला, the other person is also understanding what you are asking and you also know about it that what you have asked from the other person. Or when we are talking about rain or another any other object, then we are not means uh, unknown about that word. So it is not particular to define that word first and then we have to use that word, but directly we can use word because in our mind we have clear understanding of the particular word meaning of that particular word. Mary, but then why do we need definitions at all? फिर मैरी बोलती है कि जब हमें उन वर्ड्स को डिफाइन करने की जरूरत नहीं है, we already understand its meaning, then why it is necessary to define or to give definitions to all the things? Now, madam, we need a definition only when we come across difficulty in use of word. Up, madam is explaining that yes, definition is necessary, but in which case definition is necessary? When we come across any type of difficulty in using that particular word. जब हमें उस particular word को use करने के लिए कुछ difficulty होती है, then only we need a proper definition for that particular word. So we need a definition of rain only when we wish to distinguish it from, say, drizzle or cloudburst. Up now it is difficult to distinguish between rain, drizzle or cloudburst. So अब यहाँ पर we need a proper definition of rain. हमें rain की proper definition हमें चाहिए, तभी हम उसको differentiate कर पाएंगे with the drizzle and cloudburst. So in this cases, madam is trying to explain Mary that when we come to a difficult condition, a situation when we have to distinguish a particular word with other words, it is just important to define the particular thing, word. The same is true for democracy. अब democracy के लिए भी it is true for democratic, the word democracy also. We need a clear definition. Now for democracy also we need a clear definition when only because people use it different purposes, because people use it for different purposes, because very different kinds of government call themselves democracy. Now nowadays in day-to-day life we also see that in many countries people use this term democracy in very common to define different kinds of government. They also use the word democracy, though all the features are not present in that particular government, but then also they define themselves as a democracy. So here madam is clarifying the doubt of Mary that now the definition needs to be there of a democracy when we want to differentiate between other form of government and between a democratic form of government. जब हम उसको differentiate करते हैं other form of government से, because now each and every country want themselves to uh, tell that their government is a democratic form of government. हर country अपनी गवर्नमेंट को डेमोक्रेटिक फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट साबित करने के लिए लगी हुई है, बट फॉर दैट इन दैट केस इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू डिफाइन अ democracy, the word democracy, so that people had clear meaning of a democratic form of government कि democracy का reality में actually what is the meaning of democracy. I hope till here the conversation is clear. क्यों definition
Yes.
जरूरी है? Okay. Now another student, Rebang. is asking a question, but why do we need to work on a definition? Now another question arises that why do we need to work on definition? Why should we have a definition? The other day you quoted Abraham Lincoln to us. Abhi, another student is giving, means is asking that the previous day you have quoted, आपने एक quotation दिया था Abraham Lincoln का, and in that what you have said that Lincoln has given the common definition, that is government, democracy is the form of government of the people, by the people, and for the people. This is very general, or we can say very common definition given by Abraham Lincoln, and I hope most of you have read this type of definition given by Abraham Lincoln. So Rebang is asking that why do we need to work on definition? हमें definition पे क्यों बात करना, क्यों discussion जरूरी है? We in Meghalaya always rule ourselves. मेघालय में we always rule ourselves. Means हम अपने आप को people themselves rule in Meghalaya. And here, according to Abraham Lincoln, only democracy is government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So according to it, Meghalaya is having a democratic form of government that is accepted by everyone. Then why do we need to change that? फिर हमें ये definition change करने का क्या जरूरत पड़ी? Now madam is saying, I am not saying that we need to change it. Madam is saying, replying to Debang, Rebang, that I am not asking to change the definition, but I too find this definition very beautiful. But we don't know if it is the best way of defining unless we think about it ourselves. Means, madam is saying that yes, this is the very beautiful definition given by Abraham Lincoln, and it is most common definition which is known by most of the people, that democracy is the government of the people. Means of the people means democracy is the government made by people, of the people, and for the people, or people के लिए. And this is a very beautiful definition, but the thing is that defining the best way of defining, to the best way to define democracy is unless we think about it ourselves. हमें किस वे में उस democracy को accept करना है? We must not accept something just because it is famous or just because everyone accept it. So हमें कोई भी definition इसलिए एक्सेप्ट नहीं करनी है, उसको इसीलिए फॉलो नहीं करना है just because it is very famous, या it is accepted by all, it is very common in the among the public. But हमें we have to think about ourselves, हमें अपने बारे में सोचना है कि हमें किस वे में उसकी डेफिनेशन चाहिए, किस वे में हमें उसको डिफाइन करना है डेमोक्रेसी को. Another student, Yolanda, ma'am, can I suggest something? We don't need to look for any definition. I read somewhere that the word democracy comes from the Greek word demokratia. Now another student is saying that we need not define a democracy. हमें democracy का definition ढूंढने की जरूरत नहीं है. It is straight away that the word democracy has come from which word? Greek word. Greek word.
Greek word.
Which word? Which is that Greek word?
Democratia.
Democratia. And demo means people, and kratia means rule. So here means exactly we are getting the meaning of democracy from the word itself. The word itself is the Greek word demokratia, and this word itself is saying that what is democracy? It is demos means people, kratia means rule. That means rule by the people, and this is the correct meaning. Where is the need to debate? और योलेंडा बोल रही है कि ये हमें मीन्स एग्जैक्टली सेम मीनिंग डिफाइन कर रहा है डेमोक्रेसी का, दिस ओरिजिन, वर्ड ओरिजिन, देन व्हाई इट इज द नीड टू डिबेट. फिर हमें डिस्कशन क्यों जरूरत है? व्हाई वी नीड टू डिस्कस अबाउट द ऑन द टॉपिक दैट is the definition of democracy. Now this is all the discussion made in the classroom among the students of the class plus the teacher itself. and they are discussing about the way of defining democracy. Is democracy definition is necessary or not? So now madam is saying that is also a very helpful way of thinking about this matter. Now this word origin is also very helpful way about thinking about the matter about that particular word. I would just say that this does not always work, but the word origin है वो हमेशा ही work नहीं करता है to find out the correct meaning of that particular word. The word does not remain tied to its origin. That means the word does not remain tied to its origin. अब वो originally कहाँ से वो word originate हुआ है, कहाँ से वो word बना है, that doesn't remain attached to that particular origin of the word. Just think of computers. अब वो example दे रही है computers का. Originally they were used for computing. अब originally the computers, a word computer है क्या है? That in the past, as when the computer was invented, that time the use of computer was only for computing. Only for computing means only for calculating. That is to say calculating very difficult mathematical sums. These were very powerful calculators, and a type, these computers were a type of very powerful calculators, and they were used to only calculate the things. So originally, now here word originally is used, that originally these computers were used for calculating the difficult sums only, but nowadays we very few people use computers for computing sums. By very few people use these computers to solve these problematic sums. They use it for writing. Now the what is the use of the computers? For writing, for designing, for listening to the music, for watching films, and word remains the same, but their meaning can change with the time. अब क्या है? Word तो same है. That is the original. Originally, what is the word? Computer is the same, but from the time to time, the meaning is changing. समय के साथ उसका मीनिंग चेंज हो गया है. In that case, it is not very useful to look at origin of word. और इस केस में हम देखते हैं कि it is not correct to give or to connect the word with the origin of the word. That is from where it is taken out. जैसे I will give the example. If you remember, अगर आप रिमेम्बर करते हो, अगर 7th और 8th स्टैंडर्ड में आपने वर्ड फॉरेनर वर्ड यूज किया, मतलब उसके बारे में डिटेल स्टडी किया था कि इन द पास्ट द पीपल यूज, याद आया आपको कुछ? इन द पास्ट पीपल यूज द वर्ड फॉरेनर,
Yes, ma'am.
है ना? फॉरेनर किसके लिए यूज किया जाता था? फॉर द स्ट्रेंजर हु डिड नॉट बिलोंग टू द पर्टिकुलर विलेज. उनके खुद के विलेज में वो उनको नहीं, मतलब उनके साथ नहीं था. दैट वाज कंसिडर्ड अ फॉरेनर. पास्ट में, पास्ट में कौन फॉरेनर बोला जाता था? जो कि उनके विलेज में नहीं होता था, जो लोग उनके विलेज को कंसर्न नहीं करते थे, दैट वाज अ फॉरेनर. और कोई भी दूसरे विलेज से आता था तो वो फॉरेनर कहा जाता था. बट फाइनली नाउ डेज अब क्या है? और जो पर्टिकुलर एक ही विलेज में रहते थे, चाहे वो कोई भी कास्ट बैकग्राउंड के हों, चाहे रिलीजन के हो, तो वो एक दूसरे के लिए फॉरेनर नहीं होते थे. एंड वी हैव आल्सो सीन इन 7th और 8th स्टैंडर्ड के द सिटी ड्वेलर, फॉर द सिटी ड्वेलर, जो शहर में रहता था उनके लिए एक फॉरेस्ट ड्वेलर. फॉरेस्ट ड्वेलर मीन्स जो फॉरेस्ट में रहते हैं, आदिवासी लोग, या जो फॉरेस्ट में रहते हैं, वो फॉरेस्ट ड्वेलर सिटी में आकर के क्या होता था, वो फॉरेनर बन जाता था सिटी के लोगों के लिए. सो दिस एंड स्लोली स्लोली नाउ डेज वी सी दैट द टर्म फॉरेनर इज द सेम. फॉरेनर वर्ड सेम है, बट अब हम किसके लिए यूज करते हैं? द पर्सन हु डज नॉट बिलोंग टू आवर कंट्री. यस और नो?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, जो पर्सन हमारी कंट्री को बिलोंग नहीं करता है, दैट इज अ फॉरेनर टू अस. तो ये टर्म फॉरेनर सेम रहा है, बट विद द टाइम, with the time span, the meaning of the term change. पहले तो एक ही विलेज के लोग दूसरे विलेज के लिए, विलेज के लोगों के लिए फॉरेनर होते थे. अब हमारी कंट्री के लिए, कि हमारी कंट्री में जो दूसरे कंट्री के लोग आते हैं, दैट दे आर फॉरेनर्स, एंड इफ वी गो इन अदर कंट्रीज वी विल बी द फॉरेनर. So with the time, as the time changes, the meaning of the word changes, but the word remains the same. So this is the example given कि democracy word जो word origin है वो demos और cretia से बना है, that means rule of the people. But as the time changes, धीरे धीरे करके may be possible the word origin remains the same, but the particular word meaning has changed nowadays. So we can't uh, connect the word with the word origin. Mary, ma'am, so basically what you are saying is that there are no shortcut to our thinking about the matter ourselves. We have to think about it meaning and evolve a definition. Now Mary is saying कि क्या इसका मतलब यह है कि हमें खुद को अपनी खुद की definition बनानी है. Means whatever word we are using, we have to be very much clear in our word, and we have to make our own definition. हमें अपनी खुद की मीन्स हम किस वे में उस वर्ड को यूज कर रहे हैं, दैट शुड बी वेरी मच क्लियर इन आवर माइंड्स. देन मैडम सेज यू गॉट मी राइट, लेट अस गेट टू विद इट नाउ. अब आपको समझ में आ गया है. मैडम इज सेइंग दैट यस, नाउ यू आर गेटिंग माय पॉइंट कि जब हम कोई वर्ड यूज करते हैं, दैट मीन्स we have to give our own definition. Evolve a definition means we have to give our own definition for whatever word we are using, और हम किस के context में वो word use कर रहे हैं. That is why we have to give our own definition. So till here everybody is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
ma'am.
So now we'll continue this, a simple definition. Now let's get back to our discussion on similarities and differences among governments that are called democracies. Now we will again a discussion, get back into the discussion of what are the similarities and what are the differences among the governments that are called as democracies. जो countries अपने आप को democratic form of government बताती हैं, then what are the similarities and differences among these type of democratic governments? Now we will clarify this discussion also. One simple factor common to all democracies is the government is chosen by the people. Now one simple factor common to all democracies, अब कोई भी democratic form of government होगा तो one common feature क्या होगा, that the government is chosen by the people. First and foremost thing, in a democratic form of government, the representative is chosen by the people. Now we could thus start with the simple definition. Now a simple definition is given. Democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. You can underline this definition. This is a clear definition that democracy is a form of government in which rulers are elected by the people. Now this is a useful starting point. एक बहुत अच्छा starting point है to start with the democracy, to define a democracy, to find out one common feature that should be present in each and every democratic form of government. That is, the government is made where the people elect their representative. This definition allows us to separate democracy from other forms of government that are clearly not democratic. Though these governments are telling that they are democratic form of government, but if the people are not allowed to choose their representative, or the government is not elected by the people, then it clearly indicates that it is non-democratic government. So सबसे first and foremost thing to keep in mind, to have a picture of a democratic form of government, कि हम कैसे बोल सकते हैं कि democratic form of government है, by looking at that whether the citizens, whether the people of that particular country are getting chance to elect their representative to so that they can form the government. The army rulers of Myanmar were not elected by the people. Now the army rulers of Myanmar. Now Myanmar. Now this was the first lesson which is now deleted from your course entirely. ये फर्स्ट लेसन था एक जिसमें म्यांमार का डिस्कशन था. So the Myanmar non-democratic form of government was there, in which rule of army was there. In Myanmar, army rule was there, and it was non-democratic form of government, where not elected by the people, where the people were not, where the government was not elected by the people. So those who happened to be control of the army become the rulers of the country. And now, who were the rulers of the country? Those who control of the army, means those people who were under the control of the army, they only became the rulers of the country of Myanmar. We are talking about the country of Myanmar. वहां पर क्या था? आर्मी रूल था. जो लोग आर्मी के कंट्रोल में थे वही रूलर्स बनते थे कंट्री में. So that is why we can say that here non-democratic form of government is there. People had to say in this decision that dictators like Pinochet, Pinochet क्या थे? Chile का child का not elected by the people. Now Pinochet, who was the ruler or who was the dictator? Dictator means who was having his own rules and regulations. अपने ही rules and regulations बनाते थे. No elected government is there. Now I think time is running by. In our next class we will continue with this. So after 10 minutes, I hope everybody will join again after 10 minutes and we will continue with this lesson. Till then, take a 10 minutes break and back after 10 minutes, we will continue this lesson. Thank you.